Hello and welcome back to the kingdom, or should I say in this case, welcome back to the Exile lands. It's a change of scenery, as we are starting today with Season 2 of our Let's Build series in Conan Exiles. I'm still fairly in the beginning, and the start of the game, and this is going to be a little bit different from the previous one I did in the Exile lands, as I'm not alone. As you can see across the water, there's a small little house over there, and it belongs to Trips, who's going to be playing with me at some time during this game. Now, as you can see, I've just basically got a couple of storage here, and I need to place these station for the sculptures. I've prepared this teleportation hub, as we are using a teleportation mod, Waystones, which works pretty nice for me. And today I'm just going to do some basic stuff. I'm going to try and get some iron and explain to you what this series is going to be about and how it's going to work, because it's a little bit different from my Valheim series, although the Valheim series was inspired by my first Conan Exiles series. So if you haven't seen the first series in the Conan Exiles one, what I basically do is I choose a religion and then I build a whole town around that religion. The first season was about Emir. I was planning on doing some more episodes or more towns and more religions in that same season, but because of some updates to the game, especially the Isle of Sipta that came out back then, a lot of my mods stopped working. So hopefully this time around we'll be able to do a lot more. Now the reason I'm over here is for the iron that I'm going to try and harvest, mine. So for now, I'm just going to try and make some early improvements or advancements in terms of my gear, so that I can move up north and get an area for my main base. I think he might be too scared to fight me, for good reason. Okay, we've got some more hyenas over here that we need to take out before we can harvest this iron. Oops, I missed. Now I've been playtesting all of these mods on different character, and everything has been running great actually. I had a few problems with some of the mods that I had to remove, but that's all sorted out now. So this is just a server that I've created for me and Trips that we're going to be playing on. So I think it's probably going to be mainly the story-driven content that we will be doing together. But we will see how it develops and what's going to happen. My inventory is on 46%, that's still good. There we go. And as you can see, I'm already level 19. Now one of the mods that I've installed is a mod that actually allows me to go to level 300. Now that's a lot of levels, but really as soon as you go past 60, it really becomes a lot of experience that you actually need to level up. We're talking about millions between levels. But the reason why I need so many levels is because of all the feats that needs to be unlocked. So if I can just harvest that one. Not sure if there's any more iron around here. There's coal a little bit up higher, but that should do it for now. And maybe heal a little bit as well. So if I can open this up and show you the feats, for instance, I've already unlocked quite a few, but there is still a lot more, and it's mostly feeds that we need for the building. So yeah, that's why I need a higher level. Otherwise I need to respec the whole time just to craft some of this stuff. So if you've watched the first season, you will know that's what I'm focusing on, is the building, and so the level is not that important to me. So I've got some iron now. I'm going to see if I can get a furnace and carpenter bench, a blacksmith bench, and all that basic stuff just going so that I can craft some iron weapons and maybe some better armor. Now, I actually do have a spot in mind for my main base. It's going to be a sort of similar style maybe than it was in the first season. I just prefer it that way. It is pretty cool. I'm just gonna, the inside might be slightly different though. Let's get some of the stone. So what I am going to do is see if I can build in a slightly different spot. It's very, very close to where the previous season's building was. So let's place down 3 of these. There we go. And only 180 iron for now. Do I have any coal? Don't think so. Okay, so let me just drop these off real quick. And then we'll head back out to get some coal. So if you remember, my previous season I built my HQ right here. Now, where I was thinking of is actually right next to it, up on this ridge. There's a nice flat area, well, semi-flat if we can call it that I want to use for my main building. It's going to be challenging in terms of getting stability because it's not that flat, and I'm going to use more ceilings than foundations like the last time, mainly for frames per second reasons. But that should work. That should get us going. And also I need to, as soon as I go north, get up my factory up and running to produce the wood products as well as the stone and iron. And that is usually up around here. That space over there before the bridge. There's a nice little hill on top that's flat that I usually build my factory. I might use a different path to get there this time though. Last time I went west and north up to Sipamuru, the city, and crossed into the north from there. But as I said, I might use a different path this time. I was thinking of actually using one of these rivers to get up there maybe. And this time go through one of these entrances that is over here and make our way over there. But that is still a little bit into the future. For now we are just trying to make some progress. But I'm excited for this series. I love Valheim, I love what I can do in Valheim and everything. But I also love Conan Exiles in terms of building and creating things, but there's something weird happening right in front of me. Not sure if you can see it, but there are some antelopes that's actually drifting up into the air. That is so weird. What is going on? And they're still going higher. Okay. Let me just get around this big fella who's going to aggro on me if I get too close. I'll probably run into some more hyenas on my way, so I need to arm myself. There's one right there. There we go. Usually I prefer to fight with an axe, but I'm just using the maze to get me started here. There's some more hyenas over here. Yeah, 2 of them. I missed my first one there. I got one. And down goes the second. So if you haven't noticed, it's the Age of Sorcery Chapter 3 that is out and that we are playing with at the moment. I'm not that big on sorcery, and I might do some golem stuff, but in terms of the sorcery itself, I might yeah, ignore that. I love the more barbarian style of play. Okay, there's some more coal over here, but there's also spiders. So let's see if we can stay clear of them. There's more coal right next to the spider, so I might have to kill him anyway. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Not sure if I should be strong enough and be able to handle spiders with just the basic gear. I missed a lot there. Okay, yeah, shouldn't be a problem. Just need to get my stamina back real quick. And of course the fastest way to get your stamina back is not to block. That means you need to make sure you get out of the way. Oh, and I've got a level from that. And it's gonna keep rolling. Come on. Chitin. Okay, been just over 1,000 calls, so that is good. Time to head back. Maybe grab something to eat on our way. There we go. And I will see you back at base. We are just about back. Now, as I've said in my previous video in the Valheim Let's Build series, I'm just going to do 2 episodes a week from now on. It just allows me to prepare better and get things done, especially since I'm doing this part-time. So I'm probably going to have to split my videos between these two games as well. So Mondays is probably going to be Conan Exiles, and then on Fridays I'm going to try and bring out some Valheim videos. That is what makes more sense to me at this stage. My real life is pretty busy, so okay, we need 50 iron bar, so that is busy crafting at the moment. Probably going to need a tannery as well. Stone, wood and bark. Let's see if we've got enough. We've got some wood, maybe not enough stone, and I'm not sure about bark. No bark. So while we wait for the other, let's go and get some more stone and bark. Now, the previous season I started with Emir, and that was built basically very close to the snow biome. And this time I was thinking of maybe starting the opposite, starting somewhere in the desert. Building a big town there around the religion, probably Yogg, and there we go, the journey step concluded as well. Probably gonna need some more. Now I do have increased drops and a little bit of increased experience as well. Strangely enough, when I started playing this game, I used to fight a lot with the pole arms. That was my go-to weapon, and then they actually changed something in the game, and I decided not to use that weapon anymore. And then I switched to the axe and the shield, and yeah, haven't looked back since. Let's see, we also need tanner stable, we might as well put it right next to the tannery so we know what it is. And then for the carpentry, carpenter's bench, let's place it underneath the tree, that seems fitting. Also artisan table that we're going to need, and yeah, just waiting for the iron now. Maybe we can split this a little bit to get it done faster. Let's take all of this and put it in here. We keep the potions. That should do it. Got 5 there and 45, that's 50. And if I remember correctly, stone is what we also need. We've got 500. Let's place it next to the carpentry bins. There we go. Brilliant. Now, not sure if I've actually unlocked any of the weapons that I want yet. So let's just have a quick look. Weapons, warrior, need iron tools, of course. You can take that one as well, fire cauldron. And then, there we go, iron axe. We can also put in some points. Expertise. Now, I'll always go full of expertise as quick as possible because I mainly focus on building, so I need that last one that says Beast of Burden. When over encumbered, you can dodge and move at full speed. My inventory is almost always more than 100% full, so that is what I need. And that's what I try and focus on as soon as possible. You will see that the points actually works a little bit different because of the game as it is. You just need 1 point into each one, but I'm also using another mod that gives me more feat points as well, so that's why. But it also has an influence on these points. So you will see I used 4 points there just to advance 1 level. There we go. So it works a little bit differently, but it comes down to the same actually. I do get more points, but I need to spend more points. Okay, so as I said, I'm probably going to need to switch over to iron tools as well, and for that I need a lot more iron. So the first thing I want is the iron pick, then I can harvest my iron even better. Do I have enough though? I do. Brilliant. The other one is sticks, branches, yeah. So we'll take half of that, put it in here, and then we will start with the pick. This will allow us to harvest better. can just throw that away, not need it anymore. Not sure if the iron has respawned actually. Oh, I haven't fought you for a while. Might as well. There we go. Okay, big fella. Thank you for the hide and the flesh, always welcome. Looks like it might have respawned, well, the enemies have respawned. So let's see. I'm not seeing the iron. The iron hasn't respawned. Oh dear. Where's my shield? Come on. I'm not doing well. That was pretty bad fighting. I'm more used to the axe's speed and movements, and I find the maze pretty slow to be honest. Okay, so the only other iron that I know of is a ways up on this road. So let's go there. I probably have to take out a couple of rock nose monsters to harvest, but that's okay. Just gonna take a little bit longer, that's all. I'm so used to single player where my resources spawn a lot faster as soon as I move out of rendering distance. We keep to the right here just to make sure we don't aggro the alligators on the left. And then we're going to follow this road all the way up to the top where there's a lot more iron. So I will bring you back when I get to the top. Okay, we are just about at the top. Still looks the same from what I remember it. But apparently there are a couple of things that's different, so... and there's the first sign of something that's different. There's that red light that you can see there shooting up in the air. If I'm not mistaken, that is connected to the Age of Sorcery. The chapter 3 that we are playing currently. I have finished my challenges up to level 60, so I've got everything unlocked in the battle pass. So, just so you know, my test character was pretty active and busy. Yeah, I can see 2 rock nose monsters there in the back. And here he comes. They don't have a lot of health, but they are pretty tough in terms of their armor. So, you know, just getting through their initial armor, it takes a while to get them down. A couple of attacks. Ah, I should have blocked that one. It was too close. There we go. You can also harvest him and get some little bit of iron from him. And this one is up next. Let him do his thing. So combos become pretty important as you take on more and more difficult enemies. The problem usually is finding enough time to finish your combo. There we go. And another level gained. We are making progress. Nice. Okay, there should be more iron over here. Indeed. But somehow I remember more iron around these parts. Let's see. Ah, this looks slightly different. I might just remember it different. Not sure. Oh, there's another rock nose. It's probably going to attack. There he goes. Three, 4, 5 combo. 5-hit combo. Is he stunned? And we've got some company as well. Always fun and games in Conan Exiles. Safari Fighter at level 1. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oops, block, block. Oh, and I'm out of stamina. Not good. For some reason he also seems to be stunned. That was just plain really weird. Okay, nothing that I really want, but we'll take those anyway. Maybe heal up some first. Really love this game. I've got some good memories of this game in terms of things that I've built. I even remember building a pyramid over on that side at one stage in one of my characters. And there's also another mod, Savage Wilds, which is a map mod, which I've played before, and it's really, really nice. One of the best map mods that I've actually came across. I am over encumbered, but let's drop some stone off of it. Yeah. So that's a mod that I also pretty much enjoy, but I wanted to do the original Conan Exiles map again. Mainly just because it's a little bit more convenient in terms of space, in terms of biomes, but also in terms of the religions that you can easily learn just by going to a trainee for that religion. I've got some memories of that tree and falling off that cliff even. So yeah, it brings back good memories. I'm actually surprised at how much I can remember in terms of where the resources are and what I actually did as well. For instance, this flat space down there with that massive tree over there. The first time I played Conan Exiles, I actually built a base over there around the tree. That was pretty cool. Still a very much learning experience, but those were good days. And now we are back, going to build some even more. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this back and I will see you back at base, which is just over that ridge over there. And we are back, so I can just finally get some more of the iron done. We're gonna split it in three ways, so 600. Gonna take that for now. Take that one, put half of it in there, and the last pot in there, and also 333. And let it rip. Put half of that one in here, let it rip. And the same over here. Okay, now I've picked up some armor. Let's have a look at it. It's got 14 armor value compared to the 2 from this one. Durability, not as great. But at least it's something else. Yeah, it looks weird. So as soon as we can, we're going to change that. Now I've got some little bit of problems in terms of what it is showing me in here, but don't worry. That should resolve itself in some of the future episodes. That looks so weird. Maybe I should... I think there's some thralls over there, and behind that rock over there as well. While we wait for the iron, let's go see if we can get some better armor from them. It's not going to be easy, they are fairly tough. Do I have more points that I can add? I do. Let's put some more into vitality. There we go. Heal ourselves up. Get ready for the fight. And that was the last of my bandages, so I can now add the healing potions, which is a lot faster, and you can actually use it while moving. Moving slower, of course, but you can still use it. Not sure if they're going to have better armor. Doesn't look like they've got better armor on. Let's have a look at these guys over on this side. And it's not as if I've remembered or memorized all the camps. It's just that when we started, we actually came through this way, so we saw that there was actually some thralls over here. He doesn't look like he's got anything better. Okay, he's down. No. They are just as poor in terms of armor as we are.
Die.
Sure, your big sword is potent, but it is way too slow. Well, those are just all starting gear. Oh, that might be better. And some sandals, that's better. Loincloth, no. So let's just have a quick look. That is 32 armor compared to the 4, so most definitely that one. We will use that weapon as soon as we put ours away. That apron has got 2 armor, so not useful at all. Iron mace, thank you. That saves me a little bit. So now we can move that one over, and yeah, we'll find something to put in that last slot later on. So we are still pretty squishy at the start, especially since we are focusing mainly on carry weight and not so much on strength or vitality or even stamina, but that will come with time. So let's quickly have a look and see how much of the iron is done. If we can get a full iron set, then we would have made a lot of progress for this episode. Ready for the next, of course. There's some 50. Ah, yes, plenty. I don't think it's going to be enough, but let's see what we can do. Going to take the iron cleaver, the hatchet, of course, the skinning knife, and let's take the sickle as well. And also, I would prefer the iron axe. That's 19 health damage compared to the 17 and 17 of the DLCs. So let's just take the normal. Oh, we're not going to have enough iron. That's a pity. Oh, there's another 24. That's another 24. And it looks like it's actually looks better. And there's also another 24, but this says great axe, so suddenly I'm wondering, is this a one or a two-handed weapon? It's two-handed. We just wasted 30 iron. No wonder it does more damage. So let's put that one back. That's not what we were looking for. We have no choice but to go for the normal iron axe. And we can also replace these now. We don't need the sword anymore. That one can go in there. That one can replace that one. That will be our weapon, and that can go into inventory. And we can drop off these things in there. There we go. Okay, so this is looking a lot better already. I think we should go and try out the new iron axe. Come on, big guy. There's two of them. One might be a mini boss actually. Looking by the size, that is a mini boss that actually spawned. Oh, he's aggroed on me, so... $1,274 health. Ouch! This is gonna be trouble, isn't it? This is gonna be trouble. Hey, big fella. Why don't you chill out for a moment? It's obvious we don't have enough armor. Oh dear. Okay, I think we will just leave him alone for a while. And yeah, maybe next time, eh? But that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for joining me on this new journey, Conan Exiles. We are just starting and getting our feet settled here. So like the video if you want to, and also subscribe and hit the bell icon if you don't want to miss any notifications of new episodes. And until next time, when we will see you again here in the kingdom, enjoy.